Mahadev, Mahadev. Mahadev, 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 Mahadev. Is the sound okay?
Hari Om Swamiji. It is okay, Swamiji.
All right, let's begin. Shivaya Namaha, Shivaya Namaha, Shivaya Namaha. Om. Om Yo Brahmanam Vidadhati Purvam Yo Vai Vedanscha Prahinoti Tasmai Tam Hadevamatma Buddhi Prakasham Mumukshurvai Sharanamaham Prapadye. Om Shant Shant Shanti. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Brahma Vidya Sampradaya Kartribhyo Vamsharishibhyo Mahatbhyo Namo Gurubhyaha Sarvopaplavarahita Prajnanakana Pratyagartho Brahmaivahamasmi Brahmaivahamasmi. Vedantartha-vibhasakaya Gurave Shantaya Sannyasine Nanavadi Nagendra Sanghapavaye Yogindra Vandyaya Cha Mohadvantadibhakaraya Bhagavatpadabhidham Bibhrate Tasmai Bhashyakrite Namostu Satatam Purnaya Bodhatmane. Let us recite verse number 65 and proceed to 66. Prasade sarva dukkhanam Prasade sarva dukkhanam Hanirasyopajayate Hanirasyopajayate Prasanna chetaso jhashu Prasanna chetaso jhashu Buddhih paryavatishthate Buddhih paryavatishthate. Sarva dukkhanam hanihi asya upajayate. Kada upajayate? When do all the dukkhas, when does the suffering come to an end? It is when the prasada descends over this person. And that prasada is a quality of the mind, in which the mind is at peace, composed, calm, not distracted, disturbed. And now this is not a temporary thing that we are talking. This is the disposition of such a mind. And it has happened because the raga dveshas are disassociated even when the indriyas are functioning, transacting with the world. Thus the prasad arrives in such a person's life. And with the arrival of the prasad, the hani means the destruction of the end of all suffering comes to such a person. Why? How does this just calmness of the mind brings you this end of suffering? And if end of suffering is through the calmness of mind. Why would we require knowledge? Atma is Brahman. Let there be simply the calmness of the mind. Let us strive only for that. Why should we strive for Tattvajnanam? Now, that is a very interesting topic in the Jivan Mukti Viveka. Over there, the Vidyaranya Swami says that for the Jivan Mukti, there are these three sadhanas: Tattvajnanam, knowledge, and over here, knowledge means Aham Brahmaiti, that this Atma is Brahman. This knowledge, Vasanakshaya, which means eradication of all the ragadveshas, uprooting of all the ragadveshas, Kshaya. It gives an idea that it is gradual. It is not going to happen overnight. That tomorrow morning you are going to discover that all the vasanas have gone. And actually, vasana, he gives a very interesting example. Example in the sense which gives a very a quick clarity to the topic. There he says, have we not observed that how spontaneously our reactions and responses to situations arrive, like something like anger or lust, which just comes even a without a prior announcement. And even the person who now gets angry, he is also surprised. Oh my God, that was too much. I'm sorry. He may say it later, but at that moment, it comes just without any prior announcement. So, this anger, lust, greed, which comes without any thought or without any prelude, is because of vasana. And this is the raga dvesha that we are talking about, which now take control of the body mind equipment with the indriyas and then rushes into the world. So he says vasana kshaya is the second sadhana. And then the third one is manonasha, wherein the mind, now due to the practice of samadhi, learns to stay quiet. And the quietness, silence of the mind is where the thoughts do not emerge because they are submerged, they have gone back into its source, namely the mind. Okay, now look at that. He says all these three, Tattvajnanam, Vasanakshaya, and the Manonasha, all the three have to be practiced simultaneously. You cannot say that, well, I will first practice only this for 6 months, next 6 months that, and next 6 months that. No, it cannot be like that. One has to be very aware and very alert during the day, and he has to practice all the three together. At a particular moment, something may be predominant, but the other two also are there as a integral part of his life of sadhana. So over there, vasana, without the vasana kshaya, tattvajnanam cannot take place. Without vasana kshaya, manonasha cannot take place. So now we understand the import. And similarly, without tattvajnanam, vasana kshaya also cannot take place. Without tattvajnanam, manonasha also cannot take place. Without manonasha, tattvajnanam cannot take place. Without manonasha, even Vasanakshaya cannot take place. Now, they are all mutually dependent on each other. There is a mutual dependence of all the three on each other. And therefore, all the three intensely have to be practiced, brought into our life of spiritual practice. And you have to discover the occasions at every moment, because every moment is an occasion. We are exposed to our own selves, you know, and remember that every moment is actually exposing yourself to yourself. And therefore, when a person takes this opportunity and then improves upon himself and truly brings into his life, ushers Tattvajnanam Manonasha and Vasana Akshaya, what will happen? Jivan Mukti will be accomplished. That is what he brings over there. Now, over here, Bhagavan Shri Krishna is also saying, Prasade Sarva Dukkhanam. How has that prasad over here is in form of Manonasha. Then, how has this prasada taken place? It has taken place because of Vasanakshaya. Now, if these two are mentioned, the question is, why would we require Tattvajnanam? What is the place of knowledge? Because, I guess, Sarva Dukkhasya Hanihi Asya Yatehe Upajayate, that all the Dukkha Hani, destruction of Sarva Dukkhas, is taking place through Prasada, and that is what we desire. Let the Tattvajnanam not take place. No. He says, Prasanna Chetaso Jhashu Buddhi Paryavatishtate. When the mind is thus free from all the occupations created by preoccupations created by vasanas, and then the buddhi now becomes capable of seeing the Atma, of seeing, having the darshan. And it is through this knowledge now dukkhasya hanihi upajayate. But we cannot forget that vasanakshaya and manonasha are also responsible to arrive at the sthiti where the knowledge has taken place. And therefore, since it is inevitable, he says, yes, Vasanakshaya has got this, and Manonasha has got this capacity for, and they are also the Karanam for Dukkhasya Hanihi. Let us remember that. So, Prasade Sarva Dukkhanam Hanihi Asyopa Chayate. So the one whose mind now is rendered clean and clear because the vasanas have withered away. The vasanas have withered away, and the mind is calm. So vasanakshaya has taken place. Manonashaya is also there, and so he says, this is the result of that Manonasha Samadhi Abhyas. Now, in order to praise this Prasannata, the Prasada, the quality of mind which has come due to the practice of Samadhi, in order to praise. And why is something praised? So that the importance and value of that is appreciated, is understood, is then then a person will start really truly valuing it in life. And therefore, for that reason, how important is this prasada? And prasada, you can say, is manonasha. There is no harm in understanding it as manonasha. So that calmness, that peace of the mind, which is because the mind is no longer disturbed. So such prasad is a very important quality which should be there in the life of the seeker, of a mumukshu. Huh? So in order to praise this quality, the prasada or the prasannata, the clarity, the calmness, what does Bhagavan do? He praises it. He praises it so that we value it now. How does he do that? In verse number 66. Bhagavan Bhashakara says, Seyam prasannata stuyate. Sa iyam prasannata. This prasannata. Now you understand prasannata means prasannatvam, which also means that calmness. And that calm is not ordinary calm, which comes to a person after he is tired or after having done the Vishaya Bhoga or the calm. It is not that. It is the quality of mind which is at peace because the vasanas have gone away. Okay, it is the silence of the mind which is due to eradication of the ragadveshas, and therefore when the ragadvesha, thus the indriyas are now disassociated from ragadveshas, and therefore there is the prasannata. Okay, now that sayam prasannata stuyate. Katham? Now listen. नास्ति बुद्धेरयुक्तस्य नास्ति बुद्धेरयुक्तस्य न चायुक्तस्य भावना न चायुक्तस्य भावना न चाभावयतः शान्तिः न चाभावयतः शान्तिः अशान्तस्य कुतः सुखम् Ashantasya kuta sukham. Nasti buddhi. There is no knowledge for whom. So this also goes to prove, this particular shloka goes to say that how tattvajnanam is important, and it is through tattvajnanam the yoga also, which means the manonasha takes place. It is through tattvajnanam even vasanakshaya takes place. So that principle which Vidyaranya Swami has clearly spelled out in Jivan Mukti Viveka is drawn from here. Actually, these are the facts of life. Okay. Nasti buddhera yuktasya, the one who is not endowed with yoga, means who does not know how to collect himself, and he who now renders himself, and renders himself scattering in the world of objects, in the sense the one whose mind now is chasing one object after another object, keeps on having this sankalpa, ये होगा तो अच्छा होगा, वो होगा तो अच्छा होगा, ये चाहिए, इससे मजा ज्यादा आता है, उससे मजा ज्यादा आता है. Now the mind of a person which is thus all the time dwelling on the objects, thinking that these objects in some way are the source of joy, such a person is ayukta, means not endowed with yoga. That means he is not collected. So ayuktaha, such a person is ayuktaha, one who is not without yoga. Ayo, ayukta means the one who is without yoga. Ayuktaha, nachayuktasya buddhihi. So the one who is not endowed with yoga, the one who is not collected, for such a person, knowledge also does not take place. Buddhi meaning knowledge, does not take place. Nasti buddhihi ayuktasya nachayuktasya bhavana. And then for the one who does not, who is not endowed with yoga, he cannot even become contemplative. So now the contemplation is on the knowledge which has come, that aham brahma. Now this is what is to be contemplated upon. But this person is contemplating upon mangoes and oranges and men and women and money and name and fame and all these things. Where is his contemplation on Atma is Brahman? Nacha tasya bhavana nasti. So he does not really know what is contemplation. So now you see, staying collected is so important, because that itself is going to give you what? Knowledge, as well as that is what will bring you the bhavana, the contemplative disposition, meditative disposition. Okay. nacha bhavayata shanti, and the one who is not contemplative, for him, where is the shanti, where is the peace? Huh? And the one who is not peaceful with himself, for him, kutas sukham, where is the sukham, where is the joy for such a person? There is no joy for him. Then what does he have? Well, he has got only worries, anxieties all the time, buried in that. Okay? So, ashantasya kutas sukham. And then when it goes out of control, the anxiety, the worry goes out of control, it becomes depression, a severe case of depression. The person does not know what to do and how to come out of it. Ashantasya kutas sukham. Okay, so this is the meaning. So now you see the prasannata, that shanti is being praised, because in the earlier case, what did Bhagavan say? That prasanna, how the one who is prasanna, the one who has prasade sarva dukkhanam hanerasyopajaayate prasanna chetaso yashu buddhi paryavatishtate. Huh? Prasade sarva dukkhanam, he had shown the karanata of dukkha hani as prasad. What did Bhagavan Shri Krishna do in the earlier shloka? He had shown prasad as the essential quality, which is the cause for dukkha hani, for destruction of dukkha. Now, that prasannata is being praised, and that how does this prasannata destroy the dukkham is being said, because the one who is endowed with yoga, now he can have knowledge. But one who does not have this yoga, he obviously cannot have knowledge. The one who does not have knowledge cannot even become contemplative. The one who is not contemplative, how can he be peaceful? And he who is not peaceful, for him, where is joy? Meaning, where is the dukkhahani? Got it? So that's kutas sukham. Let's go ahead. Bhagavan Bhashakar Alam says, Nasti buddhi. Look at that. So the meaning of this shloka is clear, the word meaning. Now let us go into the details of it, certain finer points brought out to us by the teachers. Bhashakar Bhagavan. Nasti buddhi ayuktasya. The one who is without the yoga, he does not have the knowledge, the buddhi. What is the meaning of the word buddhi over here? Intellect. No, it is just not to be taken as intellect. Don't translate it only as intellect. He says, Atma Swarupa Vishaya Buddhi. That buddhi, how is it? It is regarding the Atma Swarupam. It is regarding the nature of the self. It is knowledge, means he does not have knowledge, means the knowledge of the self. What is that knowledge? It means Atma is Brahman. Ayuktasya. Ayukta means asamahita antakaranasya. The one whose inner equipment is not collected. And then how is it? It is scattered. Scattered in the sense it is chasing 1,001 things outside. Anywhere when the mind goes chasing the anatma padartha, it means the mind is not samahita, it is not collected. Okay. Asamahitantakaranasya buddhi atmaswarupa vishaya buddhi nasti. Then the one who is thus not without the yoga, what happens to him? He does not have the bhavana, the bhavana, contemplativeness, which we said. But this is now explained by Bhashakara, and it is so beautiful. Look at it. Bhavana, Atmajnanabhinivesha. He calls it as Abhinivesha. Huh? Vishanatu is there. Abhinivesha. Abhinivesha means the as if possessed. Very, very powerful word. Huh? That it means Abhinivesha. Like how one at this present moment is carrying the Abhinivesha. I am a good person, I am a holy person, I am a beautiful man or a woman or a rich person or so and so. How we have this Abhinivesha, identification. And how is that identification? It is powerful. It is a powerful identification. So that kind of identification now is called as bhavana over here by Shri Krishna. Atmajnana vinivesha. Come what may. Let even the sky fall. I cannot be harmed because I am Brahman. And even when thus facing the situation, when this knowledge remains untainted, undiminished, it is Abhinivesha. So such Abhinivesha is not there, for such bhavana is not there for one who is not collected. Asamahitantakarnasya bhavanapi nasti. Jnanam nasti, bhavanapi nasti. Actually, to say without the knowledge, how even that bhavana will come. But in both the cases, what does one person require? Remain staying samahita, collected. Huh? So Atmajnana Viniveshaha Nasti. The one who does not have Atmajnana Vinivesha, Apurvataha, Abhavayataha, the one who does not have this Avinivesha, Shanti hi Nasti. That Shanti means Upashamaha. And to explain the word Upashama, Anandagiri Maharaj says, Atmani apatato jnate shravanatya pratirupam smritim anatana anatanvanasya aparoksha buddhya bhave na anartha nivrittihi siddhyati. Upashamaha, that peace is not there. Hey, bhai, what exactly are you meaning over here? So he says, even if somebody knows apatataha, apatataha means even superficially, if a person has known, heard, Atma is Brahman, then what happens? Apatataha jnate, Atmani jnate, Shravanadya vritti rupam smritim, anatanvanasya, the one who does not expand it into her, the repetitions of Shravana Manana Nididhyasanam over again and again. Now this person, I have heard this tradition, I know. And therefore, if the person does not do the avritti of Shravana Manana Nididhyasanam, then what happens? Obviously, his mind is going to chase the objects and thus lost in the world of objects, begging them for happiness. Now the person is scattered, disturbed, anxious, worried. Okay, despicable life. And so here, Upashamaha, he says, aparoksha buddhya bhave. Now, because he does not have the direct experience that Atma is Brahman and therefore does not have the peace. This peace which has come due to the direct experience is called as Upashama. So, over here, nacha bhavayataha, therefore he who is not doing the nididhyasanam, shravana manana nididhyasanam, for him, abhavayataha, shantihi nasti. There is no peace for such a person. You know, this temporary peace which a person comes. which comes to a person, hey, it is how it is so fragile that even one phone call also can just disturb that peace. It is so fragile. Now let us say on a Sunday afternoon, this man, no office work, no nothing, and he says, I'm so relaxed and nice. So his wife has, brought him nice food and everything. He, is sitting very well and resting, enjoying the Sunday afternoon. And suddenly, so he says, I'm very peaceful. And suddenly his boss calls up from the office. Tomorrow we have this meeting. You better be prepared from today. No, that is enough. One phone call, or even if he does not pick up the phone, the phone ringing, and he looks at who's it calling. Oh my God, this man is not leaving me even on Sunday. And there it is. The peace has gone. The anxiety has risen. The worry has come. The anger has come. The peace is all destroyed. So here, nacha bhavayata shanti. Therefore, he who does not have this bhavana means atma vinivesha, atma jnana vinivesha. He who does not have that, to him there is no peace. It cannot be. So we are not talking about ordinary peace, which is so fragile. This is like a wall, like a rock. Okay, so it is rock strong peace. But how has it come? It has come through this avritti of manana nidhya, means shravana manana nidhyasanam. Okay, so aparoksha buddhya bhavena anartha nivritti siddhyati. And obviously, for the one who is not at peace, do we need to tell that his suffering has not come to an end? So, ashantasya kutas sukham. Ramaraya Kavi says, what is that sukham, sir, you are talking about? He says, Indriyanam Vishaya Sevayam Yatrishna Tasyaha Nivrittihi Sukham. The craving, the longing which the Indriyas harbor for the objects is the thirst, Trishna. Vishaya Sevayam Ya Trishna Tasyaha Nivrittihi. Now, going away of this craving, going away of this longing for the Vishaya Seva, for consuming the objects, is called going away, okay? Going away, Nivrittihi of this Krishna is called as Sukham, is Sukham. Ordinarily, what do people say? Enjoying the objects is Sukham. Are Murkha. Now, this is how what has happened. The buddhi has become so topsy-turvy that it sees exactly opposite and calls it right. Hmm? Look at that. Why does Ramaraya? I mean, it is a very nice line. So please write it down. Let us write it down because we all want Sukham. But what exactly is the meaning of Sukham? Those who want to write it down, I'm dictating you. Indriyanam Vishaya Sevaya Ya Trishna Tasyaha Nivrittihi Sukham. Indriyanam Vishaya Sevayam Ya Trishna. tasyaha nivritti sukham. What is sukham? Generally, we say that, these objects have brought me joy. No, because of the desire for the objects, the person was disturbed. And when the object was acquired, the desire went away. The desire goes away. And it is because of going away of the desire, now there is joy. So, what is the real cause of joy? The object or absence of desire? Decide what is the cause of joy, the absence of desire or the objects. Therefore, we now know it is the absence of desire which is the cause of joy. And therefore, Ramaraya Kavi says, what is the sukham? Trishnayaha nivrittihi sukham. Vishaya sevaya, Vishaya seva, sevayam ya trishna. Indriyanam Vishaya sevayam ya trishna. Tasya nivrittihi sukham. Now, when your definition of sukham is clean and clear, now it will help you deal with life. Now you will deal with life. As long as our definition of sukham is acquirement of objects, till then the person has really not even thought what is sukham. Though the person is chasing and asking for sukham all his life, right from the moment he comes out of the womb till he dies. That is how people ask even a dying person, what is your last desire? We will fulfill it. This fellow says, bring me pakoda, bring me this, get my daughter married, so on and so forth. So various desires are there. So once when the person is assured that your desire will be fulfilled, now he can die peacefully. And therefore, to make the person peaceful, what do even to make the dying person's death peaceful, what do the relatives and other people around him do? Assure him about desire fulfillment, meaning now no, he doesn't have to desire that anymore. It means it is absence of desire. So finally, what is sukham? Absence of desire. If absence of desire is now, when absence of desire is understood as sukham, how has it come? It has come because the person has discovered Atma is Purnam, complete. What is there to desire? Because other than Atma, nothing else is, and this Atma is Purnavastu. Okay, and so when there is no object to desire, the desire itself will not be there. But how has this come? It has come by contemplating on this Atma Tattvam again and again, bhavana. And this bhavana was there because the person was collected. And he was collected, and only such a collected person, a collected mind, can become contemplative, and this collected mind alone can have knowledge, and thus the dukkha hani only for such a person takes place. So what is being praised? This prasannata which has come due to disassociation from raga dvesha. Let us remember that. Tasya nivrittihi sukham. Now let us see what Madhusudana Saraswati has to offer on this particular shloka. He says, अयुक्तस्य अजितचित्तस्य बुद्धिः आत्मविषया श्रवण मननाख्य वेदांत विचारजन्या न उत्पद्यते अयुक्त नास्ति बुद्धिः अयुक्तस्य. So he says, what do you mean by ayukta? Makes it very clear. Ajita chittasya, the one whose mind is not mastered, and mastery over the mind, etc., means disassociation from ragadvesha. Okay. How has this ragadvesha gone? By two things. One is by having the pratipaksha bhavana, dosha darshanena. And the other one is reminding yourself of Atma all the time. Punah punaha Atma darshanena. Because param drishtva nivartate is what we have heard. So, ajita chittasya buddhi Atma vishaya buddhi. And this Atma vishaya buddhi, how has it come? So it is not because your neighbor said, oh, you are a very bad man, and so I'm a bad man. No, this is not Atma Chintanam. This is not Atma Chintanam. How is Atma Chintanam? Contemplation on the nature of the self, not the psychoanalysis Atma. Atma as Brahman. And therefore, it is something that is born from Shravana Manana Nididhyasanam, Shravana Manana Vedanta Vichara Janya. How is this Atma Buddhi born? From Shravana Manana, etc. From Shravana and Manana. The Atma Buddhi is born that yes, truly this Atma is, undoubtfully this Atma is Brahman. Aham Brahma. Now this buddhi is born. Tad buddhya bhave nacha yuktasya bhavana. And if this buddhi, if this knowledge Atma is Brahman is not there, then what will you meditate upon? A blue light, red light. Huh? You're standing at a signal. Tad buddhya bhave, it may just help you become concentrate. But nothing more. These people, they will put, in a dark room, they will put this red light in shape of the egg and all and ask you, meditate on that single point. That's okay. It may make a person little relaxed and also concentrated. So it is going to bring some temporary peace. But don't consider this is what is called as peace, because we have known the meaning of peace is Trishnaya Nivritti, Vasanaya Nivritti. Okay? Tad buddhya bhavena cha yuktasya bhavana. What is this bhavana? Nididhyasanatmika. It is what is actually nididhyasanam. So the one who does not have who does not have Atma Buddhi, which has come from Shravana Mananam. Now, how can he do Nididhyasanam? Somebody said, no, we don't want to do Shravana Mananam, we only want to do Nididhyasanam. What is there to listen to this Upanishad again and again, Vedanta? Nididhyasanam. We will directly jump into Nididhyasanam. Okay. So, the one who does not have the Buddhi, how he will have even Nididhyasanam? Okay, so tad buddhya bhave nacha yuktasya bhavana nididhyasanatmika. What is the meaning of nididhyasanam? We have heard the word nididhyasanam so many times, and then we also know it is very important. We also use the word nididhyasanam, but what is its meaning? I don't know. So here is what Madhusudana Saraswati gives you. Vijatiya pratyayanantarita Sajatiya pratyaya pravaha rupa. By removing the vijatiya pratyaya, anantarita, no gap is created because of the vijatiya pratyaya, because of the thoughts which are not of the which are not on the nature of Atma. Vijatiya pratyayanantarita. Anantarita. Antarita means creating a gap. Anantarita means without creating a gap. So vijatiya pratyayanantarita. Anantarita. Sajatiya pratyaya pravaha rupa. This is that bhavana. The flow of thoughts is there, which is not interrupted by other kind of thoughts. Sajatiya pratyaya is there, vijatiya pratyaya is not there. That bhavana is called as now niridhyasanam. So this niridhyasanam is also not possible for a person who is not collected. न चाभावयतः आत्मानं आत्मानं abhavayatah. The one who is thus not contemplating on the self, for him shanti nasti, he does not have peace. Then what does he have? At other times when he says that I am at peace, he has pseudo shanti. He has pseudo shanti. सर्वकार्या विद्या निवृत्ति रूपा सर्वकार्य सकार्या विद्या निवृत्ति रूपा. It means it is eradication of the ignorance along with its modifications. अपने बच्चे कच्चे सारा झोला झंडा उठा के यह विद्या भाग गई है. सकार्या विद्या निवृत्ति रूपा Vedanta Vakya Janya. And how is this Shanti which has come? Vedanta Vakya Janya. Like Parvati is the daughter of Himalayas, like this Shanti is born from the Vedanta Vakya. Brahmatmaikya Sakshatkriti. The Shanti is in the form of the direct realization of Atma as Brahman. Brahmatmaikya Sakshatkriti. Ashantasya Sakshatkar Shunyasya Kutas Sukham means Kutam Moksha Mokshanandaha. Therefore, this joy of moksha, which now we are calling as Jivan Mukti, how will that be there for such a person who does not have this sukham? Okay, who does not have this? Who does not have this shanti? What is that shanti? Atma sakshatkara rupa. Brahmatmaikya sakshatkriti. Okay. So it is in order to even become fit, qualified for Shravana Manana Nididhyasanam, one needs what? Disassociation from Ragadvesha. How does that happen? Now look at it. There are these 3 steps that our actions should be in tandem with Shastra. Okay, first of all, it should be in resonance with Shastra. So, what is to be done, what is not to be done, what is to be consumed, what should not be consumed, it should be very much in resonance with Shastra. This will help get rid of the unwanted vasanas. So, Nishiddha Vishayas are given up. Then, even in the Vishayas which have been sanctioned, look at the dosha of that, dosha darshanena. And then the third thing is, remind yourself about the true nature of the self. Okay? When this pauna punya darshanena, atma darshanena, and pauna punyena dosha vishayana, dosha darshanena, this raga dveshas will lose their capacity to control the mind and the indriyas. Thus, that mind, which is no longer polluted by raga dveshas, now such a mind can easily stay collected. It can, it will naturally stay collected. It will naturally stay collected. This collected mind now can be utilized for Shravana Manana Nididhyasanam. And it is from the Shravana Manana Nididhyasanam the ultimate Sukham, which is the Jivan Mukti or the joy of liberation will be there whilst living. Sukham will be there. Now, only this person is Sukhi. An emperor is also not Sukhi, whereas this Jnani is. Therefore, Nasti Buddhi Ayuktasya Nachayuktasya Bhavana Nacha Bhavayata Shanti Ashantasya Kutas Sukham. So now this Prasannata is thus praised over here by Bhagavan Shri Krishna. So we understand its importance. What would happen to a person who allows the indriyas to run amok, go chase the Vishayas, whatever you want to eat, enjoy, fun, frolic, go chase it. What happens to such a person? Even his mind will also go behind it. And as a result, the person will be lost in the world. How is he lost? Is told to us in the next shloka. Yet, even before we go to the next shloka, there is something that I want to show you, which Swami Shankaranandji has brought in the earlier shloka, means in the present shloka that we have just done. But there are certain final points from Shankaranandji Tika, which we will see when we meet next, which is tomorrow morning. Till then, let us remember how Bhagavan Shri Krishna has drawn the map of our sadhana. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashya Kritho Vande Bhagavantao Punah Punah Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyomavad Dehaya Dakshina Murtaye Namaha. Thank you, friends. Thank you all. Thank you very much.